Take flight, we gather together, chasing the night. With every flow, we aim for the bull. Scottish lads, wisdom making our hearts full. So grab your darts, let's find our love.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Scottish Lad Darts channel. In today's review, I'm going to be reviewing a set of the 50th anniversary Red Dragon darts, of course. And it is the Stumpy Chunky Freeze. So, torpedo shaped barrel, nice and basic, plain ring grip. Nice wee yellow colour scheme. Doesn't quite go with the black and red stems, but we'll get into that when we get to the throne section. All in all, I like how Red Dragon are bringing back some of these discontinued sets, especially the likes of the Chunky Stumpies, the Penetrators, which are going to be a big seller. These are only available in 24 gram, and they're retailing for just shy of £30, which I'd say is a decent standard in terms of price. So, obviously 50 years of Red Dragon, which is a big, huge achievement for Red Dragon. So congratulations to Red Dragon for lasting 50 years and for bringing back some of these discontinued sets. I'm looking forward to reviewing them, obviously in the next week or so. But what we're going to do now, folks, is we're going to crack on with the review of the Chunky Stumpies. We'll get you a close-up look, get them on the board. We'll see how we get on with them. So let's crack on with the review. Right, folks, in front of me we have one of the 4 sets from the Red Dragon 50th anniversary mini launch, and it's the set that kind of caught my eye the most because it's not usually my typical shape, and just simply because how simple the dart itself is. And we've got the Chunky Stumpy 3, I believe it was. It's Chunky Stumpy 3, so it's a torpedo style dart. They come supplied with a standard black point, as you can see here. We've got the torpedo barrel itself, which we'll get into. The 36mm shot red and black Nitro Tech stems, and the 50th anniversary Red Dragon flights, as you can see here. Just pretty much a plain flight saying Red Dragon 50. Now, there's a bit of contrast here. Obviously, I would have preferred the stems and stuff to match the dart. But that's just me being very, very picky and very, very finicky. So we've got your standard torpedo shaped dart here, and 85% tungsten. Let's grab you a wee look at it, shall we? So just your plain run of the mill torpedo shaped dart. Red Dragon logo at the very back. We've got the stem and flight as well. So it's just a standard ring cut with the yellow paint. So these were introduced, I believe it was in the 90s. So 30 odd years ago. We've got the black standard point, which does stick in the boards very well. That yellow paint, which in terms of the grip, I would say diminishes the grip a little bit. All in all, I'm going to say it's a level 2 grip on a scale of 1 to 5 in terms of grip level. So let's run you through the dimensions very, very quickly. So these are 85% tungsten, as I said. The barrel length from here, where the point meets the barrel, to here the stem meets the barrel, is 38.1 millimeters. So it's a very, very short dart. So I have got obviously slightly shorter as well, so I've got some 35mm, but 38.1mm for this barrel in particular is short in what you'd expect for a torpedo / bomber kind of style. And the barrel width is a whopping 8.5mm wide. That's at the widest point, so you're talking central to the dart. So very chunky, hence the name Chunky Stumpy. So all in all, level 2 grip dart. We've got a nice kind of variation of simplicity and touched with obviously the wee modern touches with the yellow paint and stuff. You could take the yellow out if you really wanted to, but considering these are a limited edition drop, I'd probably keep them as is. But we'll give you a quick rundown of the dart itself. I mean, essentially the whole setup is what was in front of me, and I do quite like the barrel profile. So what we'll do now, folks, is we'll get them over to the board. We'll have a wee throw with them. Obviously, this is the first time I've taken them out of the box and set them up as for the review, so I haven't even thrown them yet. So, we'll go take them over to the board like we do here on Scottish Lad Darts channel. I'll have a wee run through while I'm throwing the darts, and then we'll end up the review with a summary. But what we'll do now, folks, is we'll get them over to the board, we'll have a wee throw with them, and we'll see how I got on with them. There we go, folks, we've got the 50th anniversary Red Dragon Chunky Stumpies in 24 gram. It's a nifty wee dart, to be fair. Nice level grip. It's nice and mild, so not a lot of grip on there, which is decent. So, let's see how we got on. Great start. $140 to start us off. We will take that every day of the week. Now these are 8mm wide at the widest point, so dare say they're a wee bit chunky. Back to normal. And these are, for a dart that's got a very minimalist feel, a very minimal grip, they do seem to just sit nicely in my grip. But we'll keep going. The only thing that does throw me off is the red and black stem setup with the yellow paint. It's a bit of a throw off, but it makes sense why they went with the black and red, obviously Red Dragon. So, let's do some checkouts, shall we? We'll do a 65. There's a 5. There's a 20. And we just pulled it towards the tops at the last minute. But, boy nifty dart, decent level of comfort. Grip wise, I'd probably say it's only level 2, there's not a lot of grip on here. So, let's keep going. 79 checkout. Perfect. Not so perfect, but we did get the setup shot first time, which is absolutely fantastic. I mean, for a dart that isn't usually my style of dart, it does seem to work for my style of throw. We'll keep going. Let's go for a 97 checkout. 94. Went for the double out of the leftist tops, but a bit cheeky. But I do like this idea of Red Dragon bringing out obviously some of their older stuff to commemorate 50 years being in the darts industry. So 82 checkout. Let me know what way you go for an 82. A lot of people go bull for double 16. Personally, I like to go this way. It's meant to be for treble 14. But so 82, we'll take it to 33. We've got 49 left. There we go. We pinned it after a rescued attempt. But I do like how these feel. We'll do some cover shots with them, shall we? So we'll go for treble 20s and then down to 19s. So a lot of people in this situation would stay on 20s, which I might actually do depending. Right, so that would be the ideal situation for me personally to go, right, it's time to slow down and switch. So I'll go down to the 19s and slip right out my fingers. Do bear in mind that it's 28 degrees where I'm thrown. So we'll keep going. Go again, so we'll go 20s again. Now that is the ideal kind of switch. So I'll go 17s this time. Up to 18s. Definitely a dart that's going to suit those of you who like a kind of torpedo or bomber style, or even a Scott Williams kind of style. It's going to suit most of you, or Andrew Gildenich, that kind of style of dart. So what we're going to do now, folks, is we're going to try and get free into that bullseye, and then we'll get wrapped up. Great first dart. Great second dart. Unlucky attempt on that there. But with that, let's go get wrapped up. And there we have it, folks. That was my review of the Chunky Stumpy from Red Dragon and their 50th anniversary mini launch. Ideal wee torpedo style, and as you see in that close-up section, I'm throwing them pretty well, which is a surprise. It just shows that sometimes simplicity is the best way forward. I do like the barrel profile. The only thing that did throw me off a little bit was the fact that it was a black and red colour scheme on the top end of that with the yellow on the barrels. It just set a bit of contrast for me. Bit of a noticeable lip on the dart itself. Again, these are a limited edition drop, so I can't imagine a lot of people are going to be using these as their match darts. These are more collectors, so to speak, but they are cheap enough that you could probably buy 2 or 3 different sets of these. So these are obviously out to commemorate 50 years of Red Dragon, and I have to say I look forward to some more of the 50-year anniversary darts they may bring out. What I would like to see is some of the older player darts, so some of the older Peter Wright darts, maybe even the OG Robert Fultons would be ideal. The likes of, obviously he's not signed anymore, but the Ross Montgomerys that Red Dragon brought out. There's so many different darts that they could release under this 50th year anniversary umbrella. But let me know your thoughts on the Chunky Stumpies on the 50-year anniversary of Red Dragon itself, and what other Red Dragon darts you'd like to see brought back. Thanks everybody for taking the time to watch this video. Stay safe out there, and of course, keep on darting.
More than a game, it's our passion. Keep on darting.